Budget 2025 proposes to, quote, generally limit access to the Canada Student Grant for full-time students to students attending public educational institutions and not-for-profit private institutions. What would you say to a student who comes from a lower middle-income background, aspires to one of these careers, recognizes there's demand for that career, and is concerned about the budget measures which say that they will no longer have access to grants that students studying at any university would have access to?
What I would say is that we are ensuring that students who need financial support continue to be able to do so. We are making sure that Canada Student Grants are available to students that need that. The minister will have an exemption.
Respectfully, Minister, you're not, though. Like I just gave you the example. You've got a low-income young person who says, I've always wanted to become a chiropractor. Through no fault of my own, the institutions that offer that course of study are organized in a certain way. And because of a change in this budget, I will no longer be eligible for student grants. You've got people that rely on the services that are provided by folks in this area. What would you say to them? Because you're clearly making a change that makes that student no longer eligible for grants that anybody else would be eligible for going to a different kind of program of study.
Well, I would say that if a profession is concerned about the changes in a circumstance where it's a very narrow circumstance like you're describing for chiropractic, that the minister does have an exemption authority, and I'm happy to work with the applicable programs. But I can say that what we do know is that there is a higher default rate for student loans for career colleges, that we have seen in some cases students graduating from 4-year programs that used to be 2-year programs, and that ultimately we believe that public funds should go to public institutions.
Yeah, it seems to me that this budget has made a political choice to single out those students, and it's not a small number, those students pursuing particular vocational programs, and say you will no longer be eligible for these programs, even while anybody who studies at a university will still have access to those grants.